William or Bill.
Okay, with William Morris, Absolute Zero is the music video with a little bit of dance, played at the Experimental Film Festival. Interesting film, all done in black and white, kind of an experimental by nature. Curious, what was your kind of motivation to make this video?
It's not entirely in black and white. There are some color bits in
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
The motivation, I've done a couple sort of physiological or medical videos that were autobiographical, and I thought that the impetus for this one would be also medical, but it didn't turn out like that. It became something else once I started working on it.
So kind of the seed of it was kind of being medical about the mind, and it kind of just kind of morphed in from there.
Well, truthfully, it was going to be about a personal medical condition or surgery that I had, but I could not get some of the footage I wanted, and I just once I started listening to the lyrics and knew what they were about, I changed my direction.
And was the lyrics so it's Bruce Hornsby track of Zero? Is that always going to be the lyrics that when you started making it?
Yes.
So you kind of knew where you're going, I guess. You kind of knew there was an ending point, I guess, right? At the 3D.
I knew that it was going to have something to do with temperature and ice,
Yeah.
but I also couldn't find the kind of footage I wanted to include. So I started thinking there's a relationship between cold and the mind that I wanted to explore.
And that's what you did in the film. So what is the relationship between cold and the mind?
Uh, Absolute zero is a temperature that, generally speaking, I would think nobody has really experienced. And the mind has some sort of mysterious qualities about it as well. So I know it's kind of a stretch, but I put those two together.
So there's all kinds of images of the mind in the film. Kind of like there's all these little categories, especially there's like two categories. There's one in the beginning where you kind of numbered the categories of the mind, and then you have like one later on where it's like there's kind of like subconscious or conscious kind of emotional points, I guess, of the mind as well, I guess, right?
There used to be, uh, I wouldn't call it a junk science, but an imagined science called phrenology, which has to do with bumps on one's head and different regions of the head. And that's where all the numbering came from. And I thought that that was interesting. So I included it.
So what is that? Where does that come from? The numbers on the head.
It comes from the science of phrenology,
Okay.
uh, which, like I was saying, is not a real science. It's just a created science from the early 19th century
And what's their ideology?
that you can tell a person's behavioral traits by investigating different regions of their skull. It's like an outer examination of the skull,
But
broken
how do you
into.
examine it? You touch the skull? Like what do you how do you do it?
I'm not a phrenologist, so I couldn't tell
No, but
you.
what do they do though? They touch the skull, like they can just touch it and then kind of come up
Well,
with
they claimed to know what regions controlled what emotions,
okay,
what
gotcha.
regions on the head.
Yeah.
That's all I know about it. Don't get me started.
It's interesting though, isn't it?
Yes, it is. and it makes for great visuals. So that's why I
Cool.
included it.
So one of the images in the film where they have the brain, they have like, oh, but like here's the ear, and they have like destructiveness is right here, right? And then above destructiveness is secretiveness, right?
Hmm.
This
Hmm.
is what this is your film. This is what I'm looking at, right?
Uh,
Yeah. And then
okay.
combativeness. Combativeness is in the back of the ear. So there's a lot of negativity going on around the ear. That's my theory, at least.
I wonder if it's symmetrical. You know, I haven't looked into it enough to tell you whether the head is symmetrical and there would be combativeness on at the same position on either ear.
Yeah. Well, the frame was like on this side, so it's the left side of at least in this picture in your film, it's the left side of the ear. So left brain, right brain. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well,
There's a picture of Jeff Bezos in there too.
in the film,
Yeah.
yeah, I heard he's got some money. He created a business, right?
You you
Yeah.
may have heard of him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think he
Do they
imagined
have
the
that in do
things.
they have Bezos in Canada?
I think they have Amazon everywhere. I think that's why
Oh, okay.
they're worth that much money. They wouldn't be worth that much money if it was just an American regional kind of product, right?
I'm waiting for him to sue me
Why?
because I used his likeness without his permission.
Oh, he doesn't care. How many times do you think he gets his likenesses used on a daily basis on the internet? Probably like 1,000.
That's not for me to answer.
Yeah. So that's what I'm assuming. He picks his spots, right? Right. Because
Picks his fights.
well, they have to make money, right? So I'm not saying that you're not wealthy. I'm just assuming that a corporation has more money than you do, so they'll go after the corporation over you.
You can safely assume that I'm not wealthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. But I'm talking about from a monetary standpoint. There's different terminations of wealth, right?
Yes, that's true.
So, but it's interesting, like because I think that you're onto something, right? Where I think the mind hasn't been explored, not even remotely, of what maybe well, hopefully we'll still be alive in 10,000 years when human nature kind of figures this out. Because I think we're just to use the cliche, I think we're just scratching the surface of the
I
mind.
have some questions. I don't know. In the video, I there's a section that says the 10% or the 5%
Yeah, that's what we use.
idea is a myth. I don't know if that's true or
Yeah,
not.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they know either. I think someone came up with that, right? Where we only use 10% of our brain, right?
Hmm.
And then if you're a genius, you kind of use like 13, 14%. So
I don't know.
yeah. So, but who knows, right? It's all like I said, but I think that I'm more interested in the emotional aspects of it, right? And the spiritual, like meaning that you ever have feelings and instincts about things and you're right about it. And it's like, where does that come from? If you kind of trust yourself and it's like, and you happen to be true, where does that come from?
It comes from some, you're asking me?
Yeah, I'm just no, I'm like I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just like I don't do you know or like I that's what I'm saying. Is it from the mind or the soul? Like what do you think?
It's definitely from it's a combination of mind and soul.
Yeah.
If it feels right or if it feels grounded in some emotion, uh, then I guess it could be true.
Yeah. And then there's certain people that can like you kind of feel you have a feeling about the future on an instinctual level and you happen to be right. And it's like, okay, that's interesting. Like that where did that thought come from, right? So it's like,
That rarely happens to me,
yeah,
but I'm a big horoscope fan. I
yeah.
like to read my horoscope every day,
What's your sign?
Cancer,
Okay. So I have a lot of
even
cancers in
though,
my life. So
oh, really?
yeah,
Huh.
wife, daughter, friends growing up. Yeah.
So you
They keep
must
coming
be
after me. Yeah.
either, you must be compatible or You either got to be compatible or the opposite.
Yeah,
What else
or
could you be?
there's something that attracts you to it. I don't know if it's compatibility, it's attraction. I don't know if it's the same, right? But it's an attractiveness, right? From a subconscious
Hmm.
level. They just keep they're keep they for me, it can't be a coincidence because they keep coming up over and over again. So
There must be something there.
yeah. I'm a
Maybe
Virgo.
you. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a compatible sign, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. They
You're
say
asking
that.
me a lot of questions about stuff I really don't know very much about.
Yeah. But Virgos and Cancers notoriously are very compatible. Like they're supposed to be very like in terms of connections from a relationship standpoint or even our business standpoint, friendship standpoint,
Hmm.
they're very compatible. Yeah. So if you believe in that stuff. So how long did you work on this film for?
Couple weeks.
Okay. And then
It
used
may. I thought about it for a good 4 months before I actually started editing it.
yeah. So you had images in mind?
I went digging. The one thing that I knew I wanted to use was that track because it has uh, on the track, there's a drummer named Jack DeJohnette, and I used to play drums, started out playing drums, now I play guitar, and I love his playing. And I just thought that this is very jazzy for Bruce Hornsby, who doesn't usually do stuff like this.
Mhm.
And it was vague enough to the point where I felt as though it could be illustrated with different imagery.
I saw that you had the snowman from the Rudolph movie.
Yeah, just a clip of him.
Yeah. And then you go
And
into
there was some cartoon, I don't know if it was a Warner Brothers cartoon that I put at the beginning
yeah.
that has snow in it. So I was on my way with the Frosty the Snowman guy and
Yeah.
the cartoon, and
S-
I just had to finish, get another 3 minutes of video together.
What about I guess the polar bear I call them the polar bear club of the people who kind of go into the who jump into the ice, I guess, or the ice like they go into the tundra on in their bikinis
That's a
or
very poetic. I thought the ending was sort of poetic, the way it kind of fades out, and it's totally the experience of jumping into ice
yeah.
is completely foreign to me, and it was interesting looking. So
Oh,
I
so you
pirated
haven't done
that.
that personally.
No, I have not.
Okay. Would you want to do that?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, no, I don't think I would.
Yeah. I would have done
Although,
it back in the day if I had the chance in my like 20s and 30s, but I probably wouldn't do it now.
how old are you now?
I'm a Virgo and we're doing this podcast in September, so birthday's coming up.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Terrific. Happy birthday if I don't see you.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So then that's like, yeah, but it's the people have sworn by it. I know people have done it. It's like they call it like it's sort of like your theme of your film, right? It's like a spiritual awakening for them, right?
I understand that extreme temperatures
Yeah.
help to regulate some of the systems, physiological systems in the body.
Because when they do those, they do the opposite where they have like people walk on coals, hot
Mm,
coals, right?
mm.
And the mind can kind of play tricks on. You could play tricks with the mind and like pretend it's not hot or pretend it's not like the polar bear, it's not cold, right?
That'll be the next video I make.
The hot coals one, yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, it's
There's a
interesting,
lot
right?
of
Yeah,
there's a lot of hot songs out there.
yeah. Usually about sex or the girls, right? But basically, but
I
yeah,
was I was thinking of what Buster Poindexter,
Okay. Yeah.
you know, hot, hot, hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to cut this part out.
No, I like it. So that's is that where you get, so then what is your motivation for doing these type of videos? You reference something about an illness of yours in the past or something?
Yeah, I've had some medical issues and I have addressed them. I have a Vimeo page with
Okay.
all my video with most of them or some of them, some of the better ones. And two or three of those have some sort of medical uh, leitmotif about them.
Yeah. And so then that's sort of what got you into this, into doing videos like this.
Uh, into doing videos like this one.
Or just videos in general.
Uh, well, I've been making videos for a good almost 40 years now.
Okay.
I started out doing it in 1980s, in the mid 1980s.
Okay.
And that's what I do professionally now. I have a gallery here in St. Louis where I am, and I've I have a piece in a museum, and that's my elevator pitch. I mean, those two things are the biggest accomplishments of my storied career.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So do you are you're in with the art the art scene of in St. Louis?
Yes,
That's where you're born and raised?
we're one big family, pretty much.
Yeah. You're born and raised in St. Louis?
Yes,
Yeah. Does that make you a Cardinals fan?
when they're winning, yes.
Oh, come on. You're a Homer?
What is a homer?
Meaning that you only like the team when they're winning.
I think a lot of people in St. Louis feel that way
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah. I went to their stadium. It's a nice stadium back in the day, right where the Arch is.
Uh, you went to well, I still think of it as the new stadium,
Yeah.
but it's been there for,
Like 20 years since 2005,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I like the stadium. It's like right where the arches are. It's a nice city. I like it. I like the city a lot. It's really cool.
No, you're in Toronto?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you like that?
Toronto's good. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a good city. It's like multicultural. It's like, yeah, we still haven't defined ourselves yet, which is good, right? Like we're still kind of figuring ourselves out, but
Are you from there?
I'm originally from Niagara Falls.
I see.
Yeah.
Hmm,
So yeah. So I'm like
interesting.
down the highway, right? So, but yeah. Yeah. So I was like a tourist kid.
Well, before we go any further, or we might be at the end at this point,
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks for to the festival for having my film. It's a big thrill.
Yeah. You're gonna get your audience feedback video within probably next week. And yeah, you're ready to go. It's like it's really cool. I'm glad that you submitted. It's I like these type of videos. It's not because there's a cohesive story there, right? So it's not
Mhm.
just a bunch of video visuals. There's an emotional, there's it's emotionally engaging. It makes the audience think, right? So I think that's your
Thank you.
intention, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So on that note, I wish you the best of success and let's talk again soon when you make your next film.
All right. I'll see you around.
All right, thanks for the interesting questions or coming back and forth. So I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you.